Hello students, welcome to AIMS India online classes. This is a chemistry session. Here we are discussing about the chapter changes around us. In the earlier sessions we have seen different kinds of changes, how they are segregated into different categories based upon the properties of the changes. These all we have discussed in the earlier sessions. Now in this session we are going to discuss about the practice sheet related to this chapter. That is practice sheet 1, which includes conceptual understanding questions and single correct answer type questions. Okay, let us start the practice sheet. First let us go through the conceptual understanding questions. See the first one. Any change in which the original substance can be obtained by reversing the conditions is known as. Yes, what do we call that change? Any change that can be reversed and the original substance can be obtained by reversing the conditions is known as reversible change. Okay, the change which can be reversed by altering the conditions is called as reversible change, and that also come under a physical change. Okay, now what will be the correct answer? D. These two are part of this. Okay, it is a reversible change, and generally reversible changes will be physical changes. So we can say it is both A and C. Next one. The melting of wax is an example of. Yes, what kind of change is this? Melting of wax. By melting wax, there occurs only change in physical state. There is no change in its composition, so it comes under a physical change. And that molten wax can be solidified by cooling it again, so it can be reversed also. So melting of wax is a physical change as well as reversible change. So here also we get answer both A and C. Okay, next one. Burning of candle is a dash change. What happens by burning of candle? There the wax burns and produces heat and light energy and releases out carbon dioxide and water vapor products. So from this we can understand some new chemical substances are formed by burning of candle. So the change in which new substances are formed is called a chemical change. So we can say burning of candle is a chemical change. Next one. When a woolen yarn is knitted to get a sweater, the change can be classified as dash change. So what is the work done here? A woolen yarn is knitted into a garment, a sweater. So what happened there? Its shape is changed. Initially it was like yarn and finally it became like a sweater or garment. So what is happening here? It's a state change. It is a position changed, shape changed. But if you observe, there is no change in its chemical composition. Initially it is woolen, and after that also made of sweater. Also it is made up of woolen itself. So we can say just a physical change. Making sweater from woolen yarn is a physical change because there is no change in its physical there is no change in its chemical composition, only it is a physical change. Next one. The change of milk to curd. When we add a small quantity of curd to the milk, can be classified as. How can we classify this converting milk into curd by adding a small quantity of curd? So it is a slow process. So here the making of curd from milk is a slow process. It takes few hours of time to convert milk into curd. That's why we can say as it a slow change. Next one. The change of bud to flower is a dash change. So what kind of change it is? Changing a bud into flower. It is irreversible change because bud converts into flower. But from the flower we cannot get back the bud. It is not a possible process. Only birds will be converting into flowers and they will fall off. But from the flowers we cannot get back the birds. So we can say the changes in which reverse of the change is not possible are called as irreversible changes. So making of flowering of birds is an irreversible change. Next one. Select the one that is a chemical change. Observe once the changes mentioned in the options and identify the change which comes under chemical changes. See, rusting of iron, tearing of paper. We observe once when iron rusted, initially it has one composition, but after rusting its chemical composition is being changed. Rusting in the sense iron reacting with the oxygen in the presence of moisture. So iron chemically combines with oxygen in the presence of moisture and forms iron oxide, which we call as commonly rust. So from this we can understand there occurs change in chemical composition. So we can say as it is a chemical change. What about tearing of paper? Even though you tear a paper into small pieces, there won't occur any change in its chemical composition. Okay, so tearing of paper comes under physical change. Now they are asking to identify the chemical change. Rusting of iron is one of the chemical changes. Next one. Select a reversible change. Observe once the change is given here, which can be reversed here. Milk to paneer. Can we convert paneer back to milk? No, it is not possible. What about the next one? Growth of a tree. A tree slowly grows and becomes a big tree. Can we get back the small tree from the big tree? We cannot. So it is also one of the irreversible changes. Next, cow dung to biogas. So from the cow dung, nowadays they are producing biogas, but from this biogas we cannot get back this cow dung. So it is also one of the irreversible changes. See the last one, ice cream to molten ice cream, and from the molten ice cream we can get back solid ice cream by freezing it. So here melting of ice or ice cream comes under reversible changes. Okay, next one. Which one is a periodic change? What is meant by periodic change? The change which occurs at regular intervals of time is called a periodic change. Which repeats continuously at regular intervals of time is called periodic change. If you observe first one, earthquake, is it a periodic change? No, because these earthquakes, they do not occur at regular intervals of time, and even we cannot predict also sometimes. They may occur at any time. So there is no regular intervals of time for this to occur. So we can say this earthquake as one of the non-periodic changes. What about the second one? Formation of rainbow in sky. This also won't occur at regular intervals of time. It won't also be repeated at regular intervals. So this also will be non-periodic change. Next, occurrence of tides in seas. Yes, these tides will be regularly occurring there at regular intervals of time. They will be happening, isn't it? So we can say out of this given here, this occurrence of tides in the sea has periodic change. Next one. The change of a ball of dough to a rolled roti is dash kind of change. So converting of a dough ball into a roti. So what kind of change is this? Even though you roll the dough and convert it into roti, there will be no change in its chemical composition. The change in which there is no formation of a new substance, or the change in which chemical composition is remained the same, is called a physical change. So rolling of dough into roti is a physical change. Okay, next one. An aeroplane was cut out from a rectangular sheet of paper. What they have done? They cut an aeroplane shape from the rectangular sheet of paper. The change involved in this is a dash change. What kind of change is involved in cutting a paper? So even though paper is cut, its chemical composition will not be changed. It remains the same chemical composition. No new substance is formed. Only paper is made into small pieces. That's it. But there is no change in its chemical composition, and hence we can say cutting of paper as one of the physical changes. Okay. Next one. What type of change is fixed? What kind of change is used for fixing a metal rim on a woolen wheel of cart? What change they use in fixing this iron rim or metal rim on the wooden wheel of cart? They heat this metal rim at high temperature. We know on heating metals they expand. So this metal ring also on heating strongly it expands a little. Now that expanded wheel will be fitted to the wooden wheel of a cart, and thus it becomes a tight fit to these wheels. So there the expansion of metal rim on heating and again on cooling it contracts. This process will come under reversible change as well as physical change, because chemical composition is not being changed, only the size of the object is being changed on heating. Slightly it is expanding. Again by cooling it is contracting to its original size. So it will come under physical change. Okay, next one. Now let us say single correct answer type questions. See the first one. The dissolution of salt in water is dash kind of change. So if it dissolves salt into water, it is fairly miscible into the water and it solubles into water. Okay, it's soluble into water. Now this salt can be separated from the water even by evaporation or distillation process. So now we can say dissolution of salt into water as one of the reversible changes. It can be reversed by altering the conditions. So by evaporation or by some method, the salt dissolved in the water can be separated. So we can say this as one of the reversible changes. Next one. Cooking of an egg in boiling water containing salt is a dash change. Cooking of an egg in boiling water containing salt. So what is happening by cooking egg? Its chemical composition will be changed. So the change in chemical composition will come under chemical change. So chemical changes are generally irreversible and permanent changes. So boiling of egg is a permanent change as well as irreversible change. We cannot get back that original substance or raw egg taken initially. So as these two are the correct options, now what will be correct choice for this question? D. A and C are correct. So D is correct option. Okay, next one. Condensation is a physical change. Why it is so? Why condensation is considered as a physical change? Let us see one's options. Vapor turns into liquid. Of course, but why it is a physical change you have to say. No heat is required. No, it is also not correct. It happens automatically. No. No new substance is formed. This is the correct explanation to explain why physical change is why condensation is a physical change. Because in the condensation process, no new substance is formed. Only there is change in its physical state. From gaseous state to it converts into liquid state in the condensation process. But its chemical composition will not be changed. That is why it comes under a physical change. Next one. Which of the following is a natural change? Observe once the change is given here. Cutting hair. Is cutting hair is a physical change? Natural change they are asking. Okay, sorry. Natural change which occurs in its own by the nature is called natural change. Cutting hair, graying hair, oiling hair, coloring hair. Which occurs naturally here? Yes. Graying hair occurs naturally by aging. But the remaining all are manual works. Man-made change we call those. The changes which are done by human beings or manual works are called man-made changes, and the change which occurs in its own without an effect by human beings is called natural change. Okay, next one. Choose the correct alternative to complete the given analogy. Physical change, boiling. Chemical change. So if you observe here this analogy, for physical change they have given boiling example. Then what will be an example for chemical change from the given options? See once, melting, burning, condensation, evaporation. Which of these is an example for chemical change? Yes, it is burning. Burning is one of the examples for chemical changes. In burning process, a substance undergoes combustion and converts into new products like carbon dioxide and water vapor. So it is one of the examples for chemical changes. Next, which of the following is a reversible change? See was the given changes out of this, which comes under reversible change? Ripening of the fruit. Can we get back the raw fruit from the ripened fruit? No, we cannot. So it is an irreversible change. What about melting of ice? If ice melts, it forms water. Can we get back the ice from that water formed? Yes, we can. By cooling that water that converts into ice. Isn't it? So it is one of the reversible changes. What about burning of paper? When a paper is burnt, it produces ash and smoke. And of course some water vapor also will be released out. So when you collect these all, can you get back paper from this all? No, we cannot get back. So it is an irreversible change. Next one, converting wood into sawdust. Can we reverse this? From the sawdust can we get the wood? No, we cannot get back the wood when it is chopped. Or from the sawdust we cannot get back the wood. So it also one of the irreversible changes. Now only one reversible change is melting of ice. Okay, next one. A change that results in the formation of a new substance and cannot be reversed easily is known as. What kind of change it is called? Irreversible change. Generally, chemical changes are irreversible changes. And here one more hint is given. The change that results in the formation of a new substance. So the changes in which a new substance is formed are called as chemical changes. Okay, next one. Evaporation is dash change. What kind of change is this evaporation? What does it mean by evaporation? The conversion of liquid into gas is called evaporation. But from the gases vapors formed, we can get back the liquid by reversing the condition. That means by cooling. So we can say the evaporation is a physical change, isn't it? It can be called physical change, and it is temporary change also. What do you mean by temporary change? It won't exist in the same new form continuously. It can be reversed back into original form also by reversing conditions. So that kind of changes are called temporary changes. Now evaporation is also one of the temporary changes, and in the evaporation process the liquid component converts into gaseous form. So means what is this here occurring? Change of state is occurring. So it is a state change. So this is also correct. As these three are correct, now the correct option will be all of these. Okay, next one. What happens to the metals on heating? Generally, the substances, not only metals, all the materials generally on heating, they expands. Okay, so metals also on heating, they expand. Next, if the chemical properties of a substance remain unchanged and the appearance or shape of the substance changes, then it is called, what do we call that kind of changes? Actually, it is definition for physical changes. The change in which there is only change in physical properties like shape and size are called as physical changes. Okay, in that the chemical composition of the substance will be remained the same. Okay, next one. In which is an example of chemical change? Observe once the given options. Which comes under chemical change? Water freezing. What happens? Water on freezing, it converts into ice, but it is not physical change, only state change is occurring. Wood is cut. When we cut wood into small pieces, there is no formation of new substance, only its size decreasing, size changing, that's it. Wire is bent. If a metallic wire is bent, then also there will be no change in its composition. Now if is the next one. Bread is baked. So if you bake a bread, it converts into another new substance. We cannot get back the raw bread, isn't it? So it is one of the chemical changes. Chemical composition changes on baking it. Next, find the odd one out from the given. Crushing, pulling, burning and tearing. Out of these all, if you observe, crushing, pulling, tearing are just physical changes. In those changes, there will be no change in chemical composition of the substance. But if you see burning, when a substance is burned, it produces carbon dioxide and water vapor, and ash also will remain. From that, the original substance taken cannot be obtained. So, this is only different from the remaining three. It is chemical change, remaining three are physical changes. Next one. Artificial ripening of fruit is. So what is the ripening of fruit? What kind of change it is? It is irreversible change. Okay. So from the ripened fruit, we cannot get back the raw fruit. So we cannot reverse that change. So it is an irreversible change. Next question. Which of the following is a chemical change to a piece of paper? So if you take a piece of paper, if we color it, will its chemical composition changes? No. If we burn it, will its chemical composition changes? Yes. Because when you burn a paper, it converts into ash. From that ash obtained, we cannot get back the paper taken. So it is a chemical change. Folding and by tearing also, there will be no change in its chemical composition. They all come under physical changes. Only burning is chemical change. Next. During which of the following changes a new substance is formed? So by which of these following new substance is formed? See, by cooking. Yes, by cooking a new substance is formed from the food items. So though from those cooked items we cannot get back the raw food items taken. So cooking is one of the changes in which a new substance is formed. Melting, freezing, crushing. In these all, there will be only change in physical state, physical property, but there will be no change in chemical composition, and hence this is the only correct answer. Okay, this is about practice sheet 1 related to chapter changes around us. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel AIMS Today and visit our website aimstoday.in for latest updates and recorded videos.